Hello, my dear students. I miss you so much. Hope you're well. Let's return back to our lessons, to our session, and the science for grade 5. We started before the types of rocks, the igneous rocks and the sedimentary rocks in details, and there is metamorphic rocks and the rock cycle which are left. We'll study them today, but first let's go and make a quick revision for what we have studied before about the types of rocks. We said that the rocks are classified according to their way of formation. So the name of the rocks are given after their way of formation. We said that igneous rocks, the meaning of igneous means hot, so the igneous rocks are formed from the magma which comes out from the underground and as a very hot and viscous liquid. The second type of rock is the sedimentary rock, which is formed as its name sedimentary means from the sediments. The sediments means the broken parts of rocks, and these broken parts are carried by the wind or the rain and go down to the rivers and sediment there or deposited there, forming sedimentary rocks after years. The particles are stick together and form the sedimentary rocks. So the igneous rocks are formed from magma. The sedimentary rocks are formed from the sediments that are deposited underwater like the sandstone, and left the metamorphic rocks which will be studied now. The meaning of metamorphic. Meta means many and morphic means shape. So the metamorphic rocks means that they have different and many shapes. From where does this name come from? We found that the metamorphic rocks are formed when any other type of rocks are subjected or exposed to high temperature or pressure or both of them. Meaning what? Meaning if you have an igneous rock or a sedimentary rock or any type of rock, and over years this type of rock is exposed to high temperature and pressure, it will be changed into the metamorphic rock. Like what? Like marble. We all know the marble. From where does this marble form? It's formed from limestone, and limestone is a type of sedimentary rocks. When limestone is exposed to high temperature or pressure, meaning the meaning of exposed, you put this limestone under high pressure and high temperature, its shape is changed. Changed to what? To marble. So here is a question: where is marble come from? It comes from, where does marble come from? It comes from the limestone, or after the transformation or changing of limestone by applying high temperature and pressure. So this is the shape of the marble, and of course it has many shapes according to what is inside and the type of limestone or the shape of limestone. Is it dirt or not in it? This is all give you the marble. Now still we have the rock cycle. Let's first know what is the meaning of the word cycle. The word cycle means you start from a point and return back to the same point. So any cycle is like a circle. You started from a point and you go around and reach it again or return again to the same point. So the rock cycle means it's a cycle of rocks, meaning you can start from any type of rock and go around and return to it back again. So the rock cycle is the series of changes from one type of rock to another. Let's look at the rock cycle. As you can see on the screen, we have the three parts of rocks, or the three types of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. These are the main types of rocks, so you can change from any type to the other type by applying weathering, by applying pressure, by applying heating. We will see that now. But what about sediments or magma? Magma are the hot subjects or the hot liquid inside the earth surface. So it comes from heating any type of rocks or melting of any type of rock. It will be very hot and viscous liquid. So any type of rock, when you melt, you will change it to what? Yes, to magma. And when magma cools, it forms, as we said, the igneous rocks. And what about the sediments? The sediments are the small parts of broken rocks. So sediments means broken pieces of rocks. So let's now start with the igneous rocks. Look at the arrow on the screen. We start from the igneous rocks. When this igneous rock is broken by weathering and erosion, its small parts will be sediments, and after these sediments compacting and cementing together, they will form the sedimentary rocks. But what if this igneous rocks is subjected to very high temperature? It will melt. Melt forms what? Form magma. So if you start with igneous rocks, you can change it to sedimentary rocks, and you can change it also to metamorphic rocks. How? By heat and pressure, because any type of rock, if it's subjected to high temperature and pressure, it will directly form the metamorphic rock. So now here, look at the metamorphic rocks. What form metamorphic rock? Heat and pressure, whether it comes from sedimentary rock or it comes from igneous rocks. So these arrows to the metamorphic rocks means the formation of metamorphic rock from igneous or sedimentary rocks. These happen by heat and pressure. Now when the igneous rocks, as we said, is broken by the weathering or erosion, it will form sediments. These sediments cementing together form what? Form the sedimentary rocks. Again, the sedimentary rocks, by weathering and erosion, I mean by breaking, it will form the sediments. Also the metamorphic rock, by weathering and erosion, will form sediment. So if you see the sediments here, you will see all the arrows coming to the sediments are written on it, weathering and erosion. So what forms sediments? The weathering and erosion of any rock. And now this is the magma. The magma is the liquid substance underground. How the magma is formed? It's formed by the melting of any type of rock. If the igneous rock is melt, it forms magma. If metamorphic rock is melt, it form also magma. Also, if sedimentary rocks, but there is no arrow here for this, if sedimentary rock are heated and melted, they will form magma. So to summarize the rock cycle, you have to know that the sediments are formed by weathering and erosion of any type of rock. The sedimentary rocks is formed by compacting and cementing of sediments. So if you change any type of rock to sediments, these sediments can form the sedimentary rocks. Any metamorphic rock is formed by the action of heat and pressure, and any magma will formed by melting any type of rock, and this magma after cooling will give you the igneous rocks. So these are the type of rocks and the rock cycle. Take care of it. And now we'll solve some questions. These questions is your sheet. Okay, the first question is, granite is from what igneous rock? What type of igneous rocks does the granite belongs to? We said that igneous rocks are two types. What are they? The plutonic igneous rock or the volcanic igneous rock. From the plutonic igneous rocks come the granite. So granite is plutonic igneous rock. Plutonic igneous rocks. While the basalt is from what? Is from volcanic igneous rock. Volcanic. You can see this is the answer. Granite is plutonic igneous rock, while basalt is volcanic igneous rock. Marble is resulted from the transformation of or changing. Transformation means changing of what? As we said, that marble is formed as a result of the changing of the limestone by the action of high temperature and pressure. So marble is resulted from the transformation of limestone. You can see that limestone. Okay. Plutonic rocks have crystals with what size, meaning big or small, while volcanic rocks have crystals with what size? You can return back to your sheet and see the comparison between the plutonic and the volcanic rocks. The plutonic rocks will have crystals with a large size, as we said, while the volcanic rocks have crystals with a small size, because they are very small by the action of their coming out by a big force from the volcano. Dash and dash are from igneous rocks. Give me 2 examples for igneous rocks. Of course, we said we have granite and basalt. Granite and basalt. So granite and basalts are from igneous rocks. Number 5. What is from sedimentary rocks? We have one type written in the sedimentary rocks, which is the sandstone, and here in the metamorphic rock we studied another type of sedimentary rocks, which is limestone. So you can write either sandstone or limestone, because both of them are sedimentary rocks. Let's do the answers with the red color to be easy to catch. Okay, so we can write sandstone. Sandstone is from sedimentary rocks, while what is from a metamorphic rocks? As we said, marble is a type of metamorphic rocks. So sandstone is sedimentary rocks. You can also write limestone, as I said, and marble is a metamorphic rocks. From the characteristics of minerals, you want 3 answers, or we have 3 dashes, 3 spaces. So we said that from the characteristics of minerals, they are all non-living or living. Yes, of course, they are non-living. Yes, non-living. What else? They form from crystals. They form of crystals. And what? Of crystals. And they are solid. And you see this in the class when I present some types of minerals. You saw that they are all solids, and you touch it by your hand. Forget? Don't forget. Okay, fossils are formed in what rocks? We said that for the fossil to be formed, it must be found where the rocks are started to form it. And what rocks it started to form by depositing? Of course, is the sedimentary rocks. So fossils are found only in the sedimentary rocks. In the sedimentary rocks. So fossils are found in the sedimentary rocks. Rocks are classified according to the way of formation into what, and what. We said that rocks are classified according to the way of formation. How many types? Yes, I heard you. 3 types. Yes, you are right. 3 types. What are they? Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. So we have igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks. The last question is, soil is a mixture of dash, dash, and dash. What is soil made of? It made of, as we said, made of plant roots, made of insects, air, and of course it's made of minerals. So you can say that soil is a mixture of minerals, minerals and air and dead living organisms, dead living organisms, and some insects. Actually it can contain some insects, living organisms. So by this we finished the types of rocks, all the type of rocks, and we studied the rock cycle and how you can change one type of rock into the other, and also solve some questions on rocks. The rest of the questions in your sheet will be your homework, so study hard and solve your questions, and till we meet again, see you in a good health. Be safe, stay well, and study hard. Goodbye, my dear friends, hope you're fine, and till we meet again, goodbye.